Are you ready to get your dessert on? I hope so, because today on Discover Wisconsin, Mariah and I are going to chill out with some of the finest frozen dairy treats the state offers.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
This is an anthem for those who look for more and never say they've seen it all. Windows and let's take a ride. The good land's great tonight.
This episode of Discover Wisconsin, America's Dairyland, is brought to you by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. America's Dairyland is my land. Are you ready to scream for some ice cream? This cool and creamy delight is decidedly one of the tastiest and most nostalgic foods around. Today, Mariah and I are seeing and tasting the difference between ice cream, frozen custard, and gelato. Our first stop, Manitowoc, where we're starting with good old-fashioned ice cream. Cedar Crest has a production facility and a parlor where ice cream is both made and served. Cedar Crest Ice Cream was founded back in 1976 when Ken Colway and his three brothers bought an ice cream distributorship and started delivering ice cream to local patrons.
We started out with two delivery trucks, and we thought that was all we were going to do was deliver ice cream, but that changed a few months after we bought the business.
The brothers started crafting their own ice cream using quality cream from Wisconsin dairy farmers when they bought an ice cream manufacturing company in Oshkosh. At the facility in Manitowoc, ice cream is made in small batches. Cedar Crest produces its mix in a special way that makes its premium ice cream more flavorful.
We do vat pasteurization here, mainly to give it more flavor. So a vat pasteurization, you're taking minutes versus seconds, so it adds more flavor to our mix.
Making small batch ice cream allows Cedar Crest to try several unique flavor combinations.
I would say we specialize in picking out certain flavors. We try to source a lot of our ingredients locally. The cream comes from area farms, so a combination of flavors and getting the right ingredients.
From March through October, you can visit Cedar Crest's Ice Cream Parlor in Manitowoc for a hand-dipped cone, a sundae, shake, float, or take a 24-ounce container home for later. You can also find it year-round at your local grocery store. Our next stop, Plover, Wisconsin, where King Cone serves up fresh, local flavor on a smaller scale using local ingredients.
We started in '84, it's 32 years that we've been in the business. But we started this at the hard store making our own ice cream 6 years ago.
Creating new and unique flavors is a family affair. The Klasinskis and their children have a great system for creating distinctively flavored ice creams.
It's real fun, yeah. We have our daughter doing scouting jobs in Europe for us and getting the flavors there, and Ben is now part of the business and will take over eventually.
Now, Ben, what I understand is you make this ice cream fresh every day in the store, right?
Yes, every day, all summer. We're open again, middle of February to October, so obviously June and July are a little busier months for us. And, it's just fun. Keeps us, we got about 110 different flavors. Right now we're making our cherry oak crisp. It's more of a seasonal flavor. We use Door County cherries.
We use the Door County cherries. The oats are from local sources, right?
Yes, yep. Yeah, we get them local and everything. We try to keep everything as local as possible. Getting everything. This is where it gets a little hectic, but yeah, we try to keep everything as local as possible. Keeps, keep it all around. You're doing good. Good job.
We keep it going a little faster. I'm gonna be channeling my inner Lucy Ricardo here.
Right,
it's like a candy conveyor belt. Even sweeter though.
True.
Local ice cream, local Door County cherries, or Wisconsin Door County cherries.
Yep.
Local oats. And the result is a delicious cherry oat ice cream.
Yes.
Fresh made right here in the store.
King Cone makes ice cream daily to supply the store in Plover, as well as a second location in Wisconsin Rapids.
Now I know what it feels like to actually be ice cream. Whew.
Making ice cream using fresh, local ingredients is only part of the fun. The real fun is seeing the customers' faces light up when they enjoy their treat.
Brownie strikes back. Who struck the brownie in the first place?
I don't know.
All right. Brownie strikes back. Tell me about this ice cream as I scoop it up for this lovely
So
lady
the
here.
brownie strikes back. It's just a brownie flavored ice cream. It's got chunks of brownies in it, fudge swirl.
Nice.
A little bit more than that.
A little bit more than that?
Yeah. We'll be generous because you're doing it.
There's no doubt that King Cone is generous with their flavors and scoop size. Head to discoverwisconsin.com and download a free itinerary filled with suggestions of where to find some amazing Wisconsin-made frozen treats. Stay tuned, because up next, I'm checking out a treat that has become synonymous with Milwaukee.
This is for some lucky recipient. I don't get to eat this, do I?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Stay with us. Welcome back to America's Dairyland, where you can chill out with some fantastic frozen feasts. The city of Milwaukee is unofficially known as the frozen custard capital of the world, and I'm going to experience some cool custard creations.
Hey, so right now we're in the 414 in my neighborhood on the border of Milwaukee and Wauwatosa. Gillis's Frozen Custard is Milwaukee's oldest custard stand, so it's the perfect place to find out the difference between ice cream and frozen custard.
Situated on Blue Mound Road just half a mile north of State Fair, Gillis's Frozen Custard has quite a history.
So Tom, I've known about Gillis's my whole life, but take me through the history of this place.
All right, well, Paul started this place out back in 1938, and that's what Gillis's sits on today. He sold that to my father in 1977. My father closed it, remodeled it, and we opened it up in March of 78, as it currently is today. And then my brother and I bought it from my mother and father in 91, and have been keeping it going. And my son came on board 3 years ago, and that's third generation of us so far.
So truly a family business through the generations. So you're custard and burgers and all kinds of great stuff, but custard really is the main focus.
That's our thrust.
So a lot of people know the difference between ice cream and custard to some extent is egg yolks, but what else? What else makes custard so special?
The other major difference is the amount of air whipped into the product. So we have a denser, richer, creamier, more satiny product than some of your ice creams. It's just the nature of the lack of air and what it does to the product.
Friendly staff, quick service, and great custard are just a few of the reasons locals come here to get their custard fix.
So I'm here with Ruth and Kathy, longtime customers here at Gillis's. So when did you first come into Gillis?
In high school.
And you graduated high school in
1939.
In 1939, and Gillis's opened in 1938.
Yes,
so
but I was here when they opened.
when they had their grand opening
They
here.
had the grand opening.
And you've been coming
we
here ever
came here,
since.
Yeah. Yep.
Kathy, you've been coming here a long time,
Yes.
obviously, too.
Yes.
I believe they know you here by now?
They know my husband better, but I can tell you we lived for a while in Florida, and several times we came up for family visits, got off the plane, and came here first.
Gillis's makes small batches of custard daily and also offers a variety of food choices on its menu, but the signature items are definitely the creative custard sundaes.
All right, so I have the shirt and the hat. I'm ready to make some sundaes. Steph here is going to help me with that. Steph?
First thing is we're gonna start making out a Junior Bananarama.
Junior Bananarama. All right, so one of these?
Yes.
All right.
And then it's gonna be a 5-ounce scoop. So you're gonna take the gray scoop.
Wow, custard's harder than ice cream, isn't it? Is that about 5 ounces? Oh, we can
We're gonna weigh it.
5 on the
ounces.
nose. All right,
And then we're gonna come over here because it has bananas on it.
Okay. All right, so man, a lot of bananas in there. What's next?
So then we're gonna do a third of a ladle of pineapple. So you're gonna put it on one side.
Okay.
And
Let me
then
do the next one.
another third ladle of strawberries.
All right.
And then we
Okay.
come over here. And then we're gonna do 1 squirt of marshmallow down the middle.
This delicious creation is then topped with chocolate jimmies, chopped nuts, and 3 cherries for a delightfully eye-appealing and mighty tasty sundae.
Look at this. You got these triple stripes here? This is for some lucky recipient. I don't get to eat it, I just get to make them. Right, Steph?
Right.
Oh well, perhaps another time. But since Gillis's is open year-round, you can treat your taste buds whenever you please.
The custard is the best. When our daughter was born, this is one of the first places we brought her. Our grandchildren come here, they can be 2 blocks away, they see the sign, oh, Papa, stop at Gillies. So.
And we have I have 17 grandchildren and 14 great.
Wow. So basically a sizable percentage of Gillis's business since it opened comes from these guys right here.
You can take their word for it. Gillis's makes great custard. Head on over to Discover Wisconsin's Facebook page and tell us about your favorite ice cream or custard treat. Coming up, Mariah checks out a frozen Italian treat that can be used in some surprising ways. Stay tuned. Discover Wisconsin will be right back.
Welcome back to America's Dairyland, where you can chill out with some of the coolest dairy treats around. Villa Dulce is a Mediterranean restaurant located in Middleton. And while the food is amazing, the authentic Italian treats made using fresh Wisconsin dairy products are equally delightful. If you're a fan of rich, creamy gelato, you may want to stop and taste a few of their distinct flavors.
I don't know if you know this, but I love ice cream and gelato. And that's where I want to start. The difference between ice cream and gelato. Let's clear the air here.
Sure, we can start with the process how the gelato is made. And there's a little bit of a difference slightly between gelato and ice cream because gelato is made with whole milk versus cream. And also gelato cannot be cold ice cream because of the butterfat content in the product, which is less than 10%. And also the temperature where it's held, it's much warmer than a freezer.
I'm dying to know, what are the flavors I'm looking at here?
Well, we'll start from this corner here. We have peanut butter and chocolate. Dark chocolate, well, everybody's favorite, mint chip, macchiato, Raffaello, s'mores.
So it's a Mediterranean food, but you guys are using local Wisconsin products here?
Of course.
In what way?
And well, I mean, the good milk makes a good gelato.
That's true.
So we use sassy cows, whole milk, and that's the difference between gelato and ice cream. And I mean, as much as we can get locally, that's what we use.
Good.
Yep.
So, Tony, is there a limit on samples?
No.
Perfect.
No, we can start having
I love
some.
this guy. Let's dig in, shall we?
Sure. What do you want to try?
I want to try the peanut butter.
Peanut butter.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll dig into that.
I'm a peanut butter girl. Love the peanut butter chocolate.
There we go.
I think we need bigger spoons.
Sure.
I'm just kidding.
Here.
There we go.
So we'll try this one.
The sweet, creamy flavors of gelato can also be used in your coffee. Affogato is also on the menu at Villa Dulce. Simply put, it's a shot of espresso with a dollop of gelato instead of milk or cream. Villa Dulce also uses its house-made gelato whipped into a cocktail called a gelatini.
Oh my gosh. The grown-up milkshake, huh?
Yes, indeed.
I love it. This is my dream cocktail, I can already tell. Gelato.
Yeah, gelatini.
Oh my gosh. Dangerously good. That is really, really phenomenal. Give out the recipe ever?
No, it's easy.
It's easy?
Yeah. If you know how to make gelato.
Wow, that's where I'd get tripped up, I think, a little bit. Wow, that is really good.
With seasonal flavors that change regularly, you'll have ample opportunity to enjoy gelato in all its glory. Do you have a favorite frozen dairy treat? Head on over to Discover Wisconsin's Facebook page and let us know what it is. Up next,
you hear that? It's one of my favorite sounds in the whole world. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, I'm climbing aboard an ice cream truck.
We're back in America's Dairyland, discovering several places where you can chill out. Our continuing search for Wisconsin ice cream treats lands us in the town of New Richmond, where we're tagging along on Bee's ice cream truck. Brianna Simon started the business to help work her way through college. An avid member of the hockey team, Brianna found it difficult to find a job that worked with her practice schedule.
It was like one day I'd skate in the morning and then the next day I'd skate in the afternoon. So it was like crazy schedule, so I couldn't get a job because no one wants someone that's so inconsistent, you know?
So Brianna and her sister came up with a plan.
And I decided to do ice cream. And so literally within 24 hours, I called my sister and she found this FedEx truck on Craigslist. We drove to St. Cloud that night. When we got there, it did not start, like, wouldn't even turn over, period. The springs were sticking out of the seat. It was just absolutely disgusting.
So of course she bought it, fixed it up, and started selling ice cream bars and novelties in the New Richmond area.
Put a window in it, gave it a nice paint job, and here we are today.
Feeling somewhat nostalgic, I helped Brianna and her partner Chase load the truck with goodies before we headed to a nearby neighborhood.
Oh, here's a little kid right there. Oh, they're waving us down. Excited.
What would you like? You want a Choco Taco?
Choco Taco, ooh, good choice.
Or do you want an ice cream sandwich? Or do you want one of these? You want a train one? You want this one?
Brianna has gained a loyal following in the area and even has a pay-it-forward menu on the truck that allows those without any cash to be able to enjoy a treat too.
So we'll redeem this one, and we'll redeem this one, and then I'll take $2.50 from this one.
You always have room for ice cream, and especially when Bree's little ice cream truck comes around, you know, like I say, you may be full, but you still have room. And if not, you throw it in your freezer and have it the next day.
There's more kids coming. Hi! You look like you're in the mood for some ice cream. What would you like? I'm about as indecisive, I think, as a lot of these kids are when it comes to ice cream.
Do the strawberry shortcake one. Should we do this one? Yeah. Oh, we'll do the strawberry shortcake.
Strawberry shortcake?
Yeah.
$2? There you go. More change for you. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh, you got that? Here you go.
As we bopped along from neighborhood to neighborhood, people rushed to the truck for their ice cream treats.
Yep. Magnum, enjoy.
It looks cool. Ethan, that's all my money. 2 quarters.
And it wasn't only kids ordering.
Choco Taco.
Okay,
Oh, good choice.
$2.50. Perfect. And I love that I get to support local businesses, and that my money can stay local because I don't need to outsource to other states to get good ice cream and get good dairy products. And that's really important to me, is that we can support the families that we're serving and, you know, keep our money in our communities and in our state.
Whether you're supporting a local business, opting for a decadent treat at a restaurant, or hitting an ice cream parlor, if it's frozen dairy treats you're craving, Wisconsin has you covered.
Whew, I am exhausted. All in a hard day's work. Catch me on the road next week on Discover Wisconsin. I earned this ice cream. It's really good.
This episode of Discover Wisconsin, America's Dairyland is brought to you by the Dairy Farm Families of Wisconsin, the Wisconsin Milk Marketing Board. America's Dairyland is my land. For more information, behind-the-scenes pics, and past episodes, head to discoverwisconsin.com. Continue the adventure by following us on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Discover Wisconsin Radio.
Hey, what are you doing? Get back to work.
I've got a super madness. No takers? I'm gonna have to eat this myself. Is this yours?